What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and today we're going to be talking about arguably one of the most pointless things of all time. Facebook changed its name, but literally nothing else changed. Mark Zuckerberg, however, wants you to think otherwise. Let's talk about it.
Nice racking her ass Brazilian, just turned 21, but my bank's a million, swear I'm...
Alright, so I think at this point, basically everyone in the world has come to accept that Facebook is just an evil company. Nothing they really say or do tends to have any positive effects for anybody on the planet. You know, it just is what it is. Mark Zuckerberg is a robot that was sent here to learn how humans behave, and he made a social networking app that basically mastered human behavior to the point where it's breaking everybody's, perception of reality. I've seen those reports on what Instagram does to people's brains, dude, but regardless, apparently he thinks a name change is all you need to get away from that. Facebook is now called Meta. Mark Zuckerberg announced the company's new name during a presentation today. I just don't really understand the changing of the name here, you know what I mean? Like, Facebook is just Facebook. No matter what name you give it, the product still ends up being the exact same thing, dude. Like, if tomorrow McDonald's came out and they said, listen, you know what, we're tired of unhealthy food. We're tired of it. We don't want to be known as the company that gives people diabetes. We don't want to be known as the reason that everyone has high cholesterol, okay? So we're changing our name to Organic Eateries, Eateries Inc. of Organicness. But they didn't change their menu. Like, it doesn't really matter what you call yourself if your product just remains the exact same. But apparently around the world, everyone's like, whoa, Facebook's different. It was reported earlier this month that Facebook would soon be renamed, and today it became official. The company behind the ubiquitous social network is now known as Meta. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg said in the announcement that the new name reflects the growing influence of the metaverse, which he described as a feeling of presence, like you are right there with another person or in another place. I love how literally all these whistleblowers came out and started talking about how horrible of a company Facebook is. They're like, honestly, man, I cannot believe that this guy is allowed to run this company. The internal memos show that we know it's dangerous and we don't care. And honestly, as long as it's profitable, they'll continue to divide and destroy America from the inside. Meanwhile, over at Mark Zuckerberg's house, they're like, oh my god, this is really bad. We look really bad here, guys. This is a PR nightmare. What should we do? And then Mark Zuckerberg's like, all right, guys, everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. I've got it, okay? So everyone knows that Facebook is evil, right? And everyone was like, yeah, uh-huh. And he's like, all right, well, what if it wasn't named Facebook? And everyone in the room who's too afraid to say no to him. I feel like if you say no to Mark Zuckerberg, he just eats you with his alien robot body. They were like, oh, Mark, you're a genius. Even if it's not that great of an idea and it's not actually getting them out of trouble, no one wants to be the person to sell no to Mark Zuckerberg. He owns an island in Hawaii, right? You think he doesn't have sharks with laser beams off the coast of that swimming around? Dr. Evil would like to have a conversation about learning a thing or two from Mark Zuckerberg. In the metaverse, you'll be able to do almost anything you can imagine. Get together with friends and family, work, learn, play, shop, create, as well as completely new experiences that don't really fit with how we think about computers or phones today, Zuckerberg wrote. Yeah, bro, you're just forgetting the fact that, everybody on the planet already really doesn't trust you at all, dude. It would probably have been really easy to get people to sign up for the metaverse, whatever this is, before they realized that Mark Zuckerberg would be willing to, literally sell your kidney if it meant that Facebook got more money for data, allegedly. I just don't necessarily think anyone could look at this company and think that they mean anything good for society anymore, bro. I think the best comparison is really what the senator said is they're basically cigarette companies. They get you addicted to them and then they blast you with ads to make money off you. In the metaverse, you'll be able to do anything you can imagine as long as it makes me money. And listen, man, the metaverse is cool, but if anything, I feel like the more I'm online and see people online today and just understand more and more what the internet's doing to people, the more I'm I don't necessarily want to be online all the time in the metaverse. Playing video games online is fun. Making YouTube videos online is fun. The last thing I want is to literally make every aspect of my life digital. Every single aspect of it, no thank you. I enjoy going outside more now than I ever did at any point in my life, mainly because I've realized just how toxic a lot of this stuff can be, dude. In the future, you will be able to teleport instantly as a hologram to be at the office without a commute, at a concert with friends, or in your parents' living room to catch up. This will open more opportunity no matter where you live. You'll be able to spend more time on what matters to you, cut down in time in traffic, and reduce your carbon footprint. You hear that, guys? Pretty soon, you won't even need to bother going over to visit your parents. Forget that. Who needs to go visit your parents when you can just trust Mark Zuckerberg to hologram you over there? The last thing I want Mark Zuckerberg to be able to do is create a hologram of me and make it responsible for stuff, dude. Like, next thing you know, haha, your hologram was spotted robbing a bank. It's like, dude, I literally wasn't online. Well, that sucks. Deepfake technology is always already getting wild enough. The last thing I need is people able to take my hologram and make it do stupid things. Also, there's just certain things I want to do in person. You know, no matter how great a hologram is, it's not the same as actually being in a room with your family or actually being at a concert with your friends. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that anyone actually wants to be at work. That's the one thing that I could see it coming in handy really for is like, hey, I don't got to go into the office because I can telegram in. But yeah, I think people are still going to want to go to concerts and hang out with their family, Mark Zuckerberg, and I don't necessarily think that they're just going to be like, whatever, I don't need to go outside anymore. Trusty Marky Mark over there has made sure that I never have to leave. I don't even have to interact with society in person. I can literally just be a hologram. The metaverse will not be created by one company, but will be a cooperative effort between creators and developers that we hope helps to accelerate the development of technology, social platforms, and other tools. Zuckerberg also touched on the need for privacy, safety, open standards, and interoperability, although how exactly this renamed Facebook will approach that is left unsaid. Less encouragingly, he also called out the need to support cryptocurrencies and NFTs. From now on, it'll be metaverse first, not Facebook first. That means over time, you won't need a Facebook account to use our other services. As our new brand starts showing up in our products, I hope people around the world come to know the Meta brand for the future we stand for. He clarified on Twitter that the names of the actual apps, including Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, and Facebook, will not change in that sense, and it seems similar to what Google did when they became Alphabet in 2015, but continue to operate under the older familiar name as a subsidiary. Alright, so basically this changes nothing, dude, except it lays out their future plans, which sound way more evil than I would have even imagined, dude. So like, alright, we already don't trust Facebook at all. We already don't like Instagram. You know, I don't necessarily know too much about WhatsApp personally, but I'm gonna guess it's not too great because it's from them. The last thing I want Facebook to be in charge of is like me visiting my parents and who I can see and when I can see them and all that stuff. I don't think anyone wants to trust this company with this. And I also love that it's like, we're not going to do this alone. Every company's going to work with us on it. Yeah, I don't think necessarily people are trusting companies a whole bunch right now either. Basically, you want me to just like trust my social life to the company that's known to do anything for money and just not ask questions about it. That sounds like a pretty evil plan, if anything else. I also love how this name change comes, like, right after they've been called out for being this horrible, evil company. They just change their name, but don't actually change anything. We're changing our name, except for the stuff that you know us as. Like, Facebook will still be called Facebook, Instagram still Instagram, you know, they literally did not change anything except the overarching name of the entire company, which I don't think people really care about anyways, dude. Like it said in the article, the most comparative thing is Apple and Google, like Alphabet. Sorry, Alphabet and Google, not Apple, dude. They're both A's. Come on, give me a break. But regardless, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, nobody goes around saying, oh, I just alphabeted that. Oh, yeah, is that the new Alphabet Pixel phone? Like, no, we still call it Google. Literally, nobody's going to know this company as anything different. I think, if anything, this is trying as desperately as they can to get as many people talking about stuff other than the fact that they're still an evil company, which, you know, I'm kind of talking about it, but I keep reminding you guys that this company sucks for a reason. I just don't necessarily think that this is going to do what they think it's going to do. They think this is going to shake a lot of the bad publicity and get people to trust them again. And sure, a couple people are going to be dumb enough to go check it out maybe, but me personally, I'm like, you guys are still the same company. Just because you change your name of like one thing that's bigger than all your smaller things doesn't mean I trust you differently. If tomorrow Nestle came out and changed their name, I wouldn't be like, oh, you guys are cool now. It's all right that you guys said water shouldn't be a human right. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video, though. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think of this name change, and of course, subscribe if you're new and turn on those notifications. If you like the intro song, a link can be found down below, along with a link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast, or, of course, you could use code Scrubae at the G Fuel checkout. It's a great way to get a discount on G Fuel, and it helps me out. And of course, it is October, which means you can get the Halloween merch. It's on your screen now. It's very fantastic, and there's a link to it at the top of the description. But on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.